How you doing? I'm not really a poet, but I have written a poem. If that's not your thing, don't worry about it. But if it is, I hope you enjoy. It's 3 a.m. I'm really sad about a girl, so I thought I'd write some poetry because I'm deep and interesting like that. Truth is that I don't really want to write poetry. It's sad and it's lonely. When it's no longer lonely, it's no longer mine. It becomes a product, a marketable item. Tiger, tiger, burning bright, woe is me and all that shite. It's a slice of my mindset laid out on a platter. Let's chew it, because screw it, what does it matter? It's all just bollocks anyway, a load of old patter. Here, watch how I take a complex issue and completely ruin it by shoving it into a stanza. I feel as though my life is a performance, every syllable unmissable, forgettable, dissable, but with each and every decibel you hear about my life I make it fully accessible to the audience before me, and I'm really not a mess at all. But it ain't sex that I'm after, or success or a BAFTA, just acceptance, so I have to reassess the disaster, dress my brain with a plaster, bless this pain on my laughter, in excess but I make a mess and down the drain I fall faster. Through the sewer of my mind where I am bluer all the time, where there are fewer ways to climb up higher to a place I'll shine, and there's no reason or rhyme to slow my steady decline. Feel like a bar of soap on the side of a slide that's slathered in slime, and I'm making this rhyme now because I feel like I should. And the music in my brain now feels like a thud. So my own self-reflection is reduced to inflection, and the bounce in the words is just a plastic injection to tame and to nurture and promote the projection that rattles my cranium, adorns the affliction of microscopic mandibles that claw my attention, a train wreck inspection of my personal spectrum, a bubbling, bumbling bullshit inception of personal growth like a fungal infection that undulates and culminates into a collection of noise and colour and sound and light. Of green grass and blue sky, of whirring pieces that tick and slow, of golden sparks showering silently before a black backdrop, a tender palm on the nape of my neck, a warm orange glow, the sunset streaked sky, a soft breath against my chest, a wood pigeon's call at the foot of the dawn, of jagged metal points rounding into clay, of sunlight streaming through my curtains, of chicken for heaters, portable heaters, of floodlights and good nights and wine by the litre, of closing my eyes and feeling everything stop, hearing rhythmic resolution in the tick of the clock, of slowing my mind and just releasing the block, feeling mythic constitution in connecting the dots. As I feel your fingertips, I'm in the palm of your hand. The concrete block I'm lying on dissolves into sand, and these persistent mental protesters give up and disband, and the drunken me inside my mind is thrown out and banned. The ricocheting bullet that's been bouncing for weeks on end finds itself exhausted, realising it has to end all of its endeavours, like a boat without the tethers, or a bird without the feathers, or a word without the letters, like a solitary enemy, an arbitrary entity, an ordinary melancholy cautionary emissary, wrestled to submission by a military mercenary, settled with the mission of a necessary savagery. You cure my breath of poison down to every last capillary. You take it from my lungs and introduce it to an antibody. Cure me of the coffin fit, take it to a mortuary, pay to have a coffin fit and buried in a cemetery. You show me and remind me how to satiate my brain. You slow me and refine me and you moderate the pain. You stop the baby weeping. You stop the traffic beeping. You silence all the fucking noise that always stops me sleeping. You stop the bangs and whistles, the nettles and the thistles. You stop the slings and arrows and the rockets and the missiles, the shouting and the fighting and the thunder and the lightning, the wailing, flailing, screaming, shouting, yelling, beating, bleating, stabbing, thumping, touting, taunting, drumming stops with nothing more than your palm on my cheek or a nuzzle on my chest. But that was then. And this is now, and life goes on. The bangs and whistles are coming back, but now I've got the tools, and in a year from now, I'm sure I'll look back and laugh. But for now, I need to get some sleep. It's 6 a.m. Cheers.